those individuals who are going to rise up and have those opportunities are going to be able to understand how they can use intelligent automation and their own skill craft, their soft skills now. It's going to be so important. And put those two together as you're building teams and understanding that you still need to you have to create the prompt. You have to put it into the system. It's not going to type in and say, all right, I want to make $1 million of revenue in this business line. No, you have to understand what your needs are, what your products, what your offer is still.
Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of the engatica interview series. I'm your host, Kimberly, and we're really glad to have you join us today. We have with us a very special guest. We have Kendall Matthews, the business software and intelligent automation influencer on the show. Welcome to the show, Kendall. We are so excited to have this conversation with you today.
No, thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this awesome podcast and the videos that you do. Your team is so awesome. So thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this.
That is definitely a pleasure, but I feel your profile was so interesting. We were really helpless but to reach out to you. So before we dive into this crazy interview with Kendall, let me tell you what Engatica is really about. The Engatica interview series is a powerhouse of insights from industry experts and influencers from around the world, a platform that provides the latest news on AI, automation, and technologies that will help you grow your business. Come, be a part of our community where we learn, share, and grow. Diving into my first question to you, Kendall, how is intelligent automation playing a pivotal role in business?
One of the main things that's happening right now is the democratization of automation. And a lot of these small business owners and founders, they now have the opportunity that were once only was available for enterprise businesses. And what's been great about this now is that the opportunity for players who are able to service those type of markets, the small and medium business markets, are available to do so with these tools that are no code, low code opportunities to be able to make sure that these small business owners survive, especially in this economy right now. And it's a great opportunity to be a part of that. And I believe that's one of the focuses that most small business owners now really need to understand, and they really realize now, is how can they do something more efficiently and effectively and using the tools that are available to them.
Correct. So you spoke about democratizing data. That brings me to my second question. How is intelligent automation managing data to manage big data and then turn these insights for marketing teams?
Now, yes, for specifically marketing, the opportunity to understand who their personas are, who their target audience is, and the opportunity to pull data from all these different areas, even into a Google Sheet. And one of the great things about even using Google Sheets is now the machine learning that's attached to that you can just download an app to your Google Sheets and then start pulling all this information inside of it so you can talk to your personas and understand them a lot better. And that's what's happening now with the individuals who are using the intelligent automation tools to do that, is how can they make sure that they're moving past just personas to people. We're talking to people here. And those individuals that you're talking to now, you have to understand all the different areas that there are in the different social networks and the different communities, and pulling them all together in one place, you get to have a better picture of who they are. And that's what's happening with marketers right now, is they're able to talk to them a lot better.
Correct. When you said that, you can just integrate a tool into Google Sheet, that brings me to one of the tools that we're working here is we've actually learned, and we never knew this before, was how we can actually integrate Google Analytics to Google Sheets. And that was crazy because we had a lot of reports and then we just had to put down categories and then you just have to run reports and then you have your fresh numbers. You don't have to really go and scrutinize every report. And that was just amazing. So it does help marketing teams a lot when you can get everything on one page, especially with technologies like these.
Yeah, and the main thing is with intelligent automation, and one of the things that makes me different, my thought process different, is I set aside the intelligent automation. So let's put that aside. It's now the ability for individuals, whoever they are, co-founders, founders, executives, is to put the intelligent behind that and that critical thinking. So let's continue to focus on critical thinking, because one of the things, as people are worried about GPT taking over their jobs and all that stuff, put that aside. ChatGPT-3 is never going to take away your critical thinking ability. And
Yes.
those individuals who have critical thoughts, empathy, the ability to understand human behavior, and then using these intelligent automation tools on top of that, those individuals are going to survive. So yes, the automation tools are going to take away those jobs from individuals who can't critically think and move forward in their thought process. Now is the time to change. And that's why I'm so excited about this opportunities and the people that I work with, the business owners, the founders, and the teams that I work with who focus on robotic automation platforms. This is the opportunity now to really start critically thinking the things that you're doing and putting the intelligence in the automation, but also in your everyday activities.
Right. This is actually a very fresh perspective. Thank you so much, Kendall, because we've always seen that technology is taking over things like writing content and stuff. But you just said that empathy and critical thinking is one such thing which, that has to stay with humans itself. So looking at this new fresh perspective and things that you've put across, what are some challenges that you see coming up in this paradigm?
Right. So one of the challenges is that a lot of individuals now, business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives think they can automate everything. And you can't automate everything. You still have to focus on what is the user, what is your customers, what is your employees are actually using the software for. Because what can happen is you'll have scope creep, you have rising costs that you weren't aware of, and you have to look at that. What is that end goal that you want? And how can you use just enough software to get you there? And that's the difference now. So it's not buying as many software packages as you can to be able to automate everything. It's what do I need to do for a specific result? Test it, refine it, and then move on to the next steps.
Correct. Thank you so much for actually, breaking down this and making us understand this. What is the future you predict for marketing and technology together?
One of the things I believe is that more individuals are going to be more technical. So those individuals who are going to rise up and have those opportunities are going to be able to understand how they can use intelligent automation and their own skill craft, their soft skills now. It's going to be so important. And put those two together as you're building teams and understanding that you still need to you have to create the prompt. You have to put into the system. It's not going to type in and say, all right, I want to make $1 million of revenue in this business line. No, you have to understand what your needs are, what your products, what your offer is still. Those fundamentals are going to be very important and it's going to save you time. Now, those individuals who have a faster understanding and work with a sense of urgency to understand the product, their offer, the personas that they're going after, those are the individuals who are going to win and win big.
Correct. Yes, that is so true. Is there any other example or any other experience that you would like to share with us, keeping in mind of how technology has actually changed marketing for nowadays as compared to traditional marketing strategies that we've been using?
Yes, I think the one main thing is the data analytics and understanding how to put things together. It's changed dramatically. I remember a couple of years ago that my team and I were pulling 40-page Excel spreadsheets together and manually putting in formulas. Now you don't have to do that. You can understand APIs. You can understand how to create drag and drop interfaces for your own internal teams and put the data together so you can think about how you want the data to look. That is an opportunity that did not happen years ago. So what I tell marketers and I tell business owners and executives is, one, understand how to use Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, because that is the key to pretty much everything. It's when you're sharing data, when you're giving data to different teams, it doesn't matter how much different products or platforms, it all comes down to Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets and understanding how to utilize that the best way. So get good at those tools and then get good at communicating what's on that sheet in a clear and concise way, talking to someone, another human, not talking to a persona, but a person, not talking to a tool, but your customer. talking, and then making sure you're putting a name to those individuals, putting face to those individuals. That is what's going to be the big change. Moving out from data to delivering experiences is going to be the great thing. It's going to make people go to you more so than the other company.
Correct. Thank you so much, Kendall, for giving us these amazing insights and a fresh perspective to how technology is actually changing marketing. Are there any other sound bites you'd like to leave our audience with?
Hey, ramp up and keep moving forward.
That is very short and sweet. So thank you so much, Kendall, for giving us your time. Your insights were really valuable, and I'm sure our audience is going to benefit out of this, especially small businesses and startups coming up, and actually marketers who are watching these and actually wanting to know how technology is going to change things. I hope this is useful for them. Thank you so much, Kendall. For more content, subscribe to Engati and tap the bell icon so you get access to exclusive content coming from thought leaders from around the globe. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you with a new expert soon.